All right, Blinky, now let's go to the center of the ring and meet our next fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the San Manuel Indian Bingo Casino greets you once again as we continue with more Full Rules Muay Thai as Dennis Warner and Instinct Productions present to you 4 rounds of super middleweights. First in the blue corner, wearing black, weighing 165 pounds, height 6'3", age 23. Originally from Ohio and now fighting out of the Yard in downtown LA. He was 23-1 as an amateur, and now he's 1-0 as a pro. Welcome, Joe Superchai Schilling.
Well, here comes Joe Schilling. As you heard Chris Gregory mention, he tipped the scales last night at 165 pounds. He almost had an unblemished amateur record, Blinky. He was 23-1, and from what his handlers told us last night, that one loss was very, very controversial. He's a tough one.
Exactly, Phil, and not only is he tough, he's tall, and he knows how to really leverage and maximize his reach at 6'3".
Fights out of the Yard in downtown Los Angeles, originally from Dayton, Ohio. Well, he looks like he's mad at the world, doesn't he?
Well, I mean, he's wearing a LA County outfit there. If you look at the back of that shirt, it said LA County Jail on it, and the Yard, I assume, is tied to the Yard at the state institutions for those that have made a few mistakes, Phil.
Joe Schilling, he's a tall fighter, got great reach.
But also in talking to his trainer, they tell me that he also has got a good inside game. So he can fight from the outside or from the inside.
Well, he's a fighter that is very well schooled in the use of the knees. Loves to get the knees going early. Usually fights at about 155 pounds. Tonight he's going up 10 pounds, Blinky.
And in the red corner, wearing white, he weighed in at 166¼ pounds. He stands 5'10". He's fighting out of the House of Champions in Van Nuys, California. He's 4-0 as a pro. He's the former California amateur champion and current California middleweight champion. Introducing Gary Red Wheeler.
Now here comes Gary Wheeler, and Blinky, the book on Wheeler is he may not be 100%.
Well, yeah, you know, we understand that he had some injury during training with his left shoulder.
Absolutely.
But let's not make no mistake about it. Gary Wheeler, also know him as Red, has a lot of experience. He's a tremendous fighter, gets in tremendous condition. So it's just going to be a matter of can he get inside and do what he needs to do against the taller opponent in Joe Schilling.
Well, he's 4-0 coming in. 2 of those wins by way of knockout. IKKC Muay Thai Middleweight Pro Bout. 4 rounds of Muay Thai action.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Full Rules Muay Thai. Elbows and knee strikes to the head are legal.
Now, you heard Chris Gregory.
Your referee
Tonight,
for
knee
tonight's
strikes
bout,
are legal.
Vichai Supkipal.
We go over about the rule in the black already, so make sure you understand that, and I have to go over again. So make sure every time you not touch glove at all the time. Touch glove the first round, last round, okay? Protect yourself at all the time. Good luck to both of you. Go back to your corner.
Now this capacity crowd here at the San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino in Highland, California. I think they're going to be treated to one heck of a fight here between Gary Wheeler. He's in the white against Joe Schilling in the black.
And already you can see Joe Schilling using up the ring, giving us an indication that he's going to try to maximize his reach and his height. He went low with the right leg to the left thigh of Gary Wheeler. Wheeler, again, experienced, a lot of experience in the amateur ranks, 4-0 as a pro, formidable fighter. Well-schooled, well-conditioned. And right there, you can see him reaching a little bit, Phil. He being Gary Wheeler. And okay, there goes Joe Schilling. And that was something that we got the book on him, that there he is with the elbows now. And that he could fight inside or outside. There goes them knees you talked about earlier, Phil.
Wow. Wheeler trying to get Schilling off of him.
And you got to understand, I mean, the shorter of the two has the disadvantage when you get on the inside and begin to clinch. You know, Joe Schilling from the inside has the upper hand.
Wheeler trying to deliver an overhand right, but he's not getting any power to the head against the taller fighter.
And on the inside, you see Schilling delivering that right elbow right now. There he goes again, working the elbows. There's the left knee. He's known for them knees. Good thigh kick by Schilling. Wheeler comes back with a leg kick of his own, but as soon as they get on the inside, he loses, you know, the leverage that he needs. It's harder for him to elbow upward or throw a punch. Right uppercut on the inside, which is a great idea by Wheeler, because over the top, it looked like Schilling was just catching it on the shoulder and rolling with it. You see Wheeler walking in that time, Phil, with a jab. Walking in behind the jab is what he's got to do if he wants to get inside. Then maybe come back with the right hand. But immediately upon going in, they go right into the clinch. And again, that is going to be to the advantage of Schilling.
Gary Wheeler in the white is a trainer at the House of Champions in Van Nuys, California. And I understand it's standing room only, waiting to get Gary to work with you. Very, very popular trainer there.
Good technician, understands a lot of aspects of the game. Attempted spinning back fist. There goes that right knee by Schilling. Left round kick. Attempted right leg, didn't land.
All right, 1 down, 3 up. We'll come back with our second round in a moment. Well, a good opening round for Joe Schilling as he tried to measure Wheeler for that elbow, and he just couldn't quite deliver it, Blink.
Well, there you see it there, the right elbow doubling up and tripling up on it, really trying to work it, then going right to the knees where he's had the advantage. Once he gets to, there's a left knee on high, doubling up with the left knee, 3 of them to the side of the head of Gary Wheeler. And Gary Wheeler, they're now getting caught with a high left round kick to the head. I'll tell you what, he took some damage right at the end of that round. Wheeler's a tough fighter. He's well conditioned, but those were some pretty clear shots landed by that guy right there, Joe Schilling.
Well, as I said at the outset, Schilling 23-1 as an amateur. This is only his second professional fight, but you can really see how well he was schooled as an amateur early on in this fight. Schilling in the black, Gary Wheeler in the white.
Now you see Wheeler turning southpaw on him, trying to confuse him, but it didn't confuse Schilling at all. He doubled up on the right leg, which is the blow you want to deliver with a southpaw. And immediately, look at him going to the elbow. Now, one of the things that I'm a little confused about, there's a front kick right to the face with a left round kick by Wheeler. Wheeler ain't as tough as he is. He might have been on the canvas. Coming right back with a stiff jab, I'll tell you, I've seen Gary Wheeler fight on many occasions, and tonight he looks like he's struggling trying to figure out how to get to Joe Schilling. You see him step back out of range there, and then utilizing his long jab, and once he gets inside, he immediately, Phil, begins to explode with elbows and knees. There's a right leg round kick now.
Boy, Wheeler, I think, Blinky, fighting a very poor tactical fight against this much taller fighter, because Schilling is able to distance himself perfectly to deliver the left leg and the right leg. Wheeler, to my way of thinking, either needs to get in or back out a little further.
Well, he doesn't want to get out too far, Phil, because then he's at the end of Schilling's punches and kicks. And when he tries to get in where he needs to be because of the height and reach advantage, then Schilling takes advantage of that too because of his ability to fight inside. He's a busy fighter, Phil. He doesn't let Wheeler come in, as that was not considered a knockdown, but he doesn't let Wheeler come in and just get busy. He gets proactive as soon as Wheeler gets in. See, Wheeler comes in now, he's clinching him, but he's not doing no damage. And so it seems to me like Wheeler can't find his range. He's having a very off night. There you see him back to that southpaw stance, thinking maybe that he can confuse Joe Schilling, going southpaw, maybe coming back with that back leg.
Schilling trying to measure Wheeler for an overhand right.
And there goes the knees and elbows. Who's the busier fighter on the inside? The taller Joe Schilling. And you can see Wheeler that's known for throwing good short, crisp punches, really looping punches, both right and left hands, trying to get over the top because of the taller fighter. And it's the only thing that I can see that is really causing the disadvantage for Wheeler and the advantage for Schilling.
Now watch when Wheeler clinches. He's just not very busy in the clinch. There, look at that left rib cage of Schilling, wide open.
Well, the thing is that Schilling's got the advantage as soon as he's the one getting the clinch. There's a left elbow right at the bell by Schilling, landing on the cheekbone of Wheeler. There's a front kick right to the chin of Wheeler. Left round kick, overhand right by Wheeler, but didn't get all of it in there. Trying to let some punches go, but cannot find the range. Wheeler's on the attack. He's trying to make something happen. Good body shot, but not real damaging. And immediately we see Schilling go right to the knees and the elbows.
Now 2 down and 2 up, and as I said a few moments ago, it appears as if Schilling's in control of this fight, Blinky. As you said in round 2, Gary Wheeler just appears out of sorts. I'm not sure whether it's fighting the taller fighter, a guy that's got such lethal power in his legs and his knees, if he's respectful of that. Whatever it is, Gary Wheeler is just not synced up in this fight thus far.
He's not, we know that he had an injury to the left shoulder. I don't know how much that threw him out of his game. He might just be having an off night, but I'll tell you what, Joe Schilling is having an on night.
Yes, he is. Round 3. These super middleweights are scheduled to go 4.
The truth is, Joe Schilling is fighting his fight, Phil. He's fighting on the outside. He's fighting on the inside. He's landing the cleaner blows. Tempted right leg. Wheeler trying to force the fight, but he's having to sacrifice himself also to get inside.
Now, Wheeler's got quite a corner. Mark Parra's over there, as is Sean Ennis.
Mark Parra, long time trainer, right uppercut there by Schilling, comes back with a left round kick, and now he's
there's a knee to the forehead. Oh, this is bad. They're going to stop this fight.
Wow, that's right above us, Phil. That's a lot of blood coming out of that forehead over the right eye / forehead of Gary Wheeler. They're going to definitely walk him over to the doctor. I don't think this thing's going to continue,
I don't think it's going to continue either, Blinky. It happened right above us. Wow. Now Gary Wheeler, you can tell the disappointment in his eyes. And
tough young man, gracious young man, great individual in the ring, out of the ring, but that looks too bad. Up.
Gonna stop it. Well, the doctor saw what we saw as soon as Wheeler got up off the canvas. We'll be back in a moment. Well, it was a thunderous knee to the forehead of Gary Wheeler that brought this fight to an end.
And right here, Phil, he clenched them up, and immediately you see that right knee come straight up the middle, and down goes Wheeler, and that was the end.
There's the right knee, and there's the one that did damage right there. Wow. And right above us here, we knew right away Wheeler was hurt. There was no way this fight was going to continue.
Right uppercut there being thrown by Schilling. Comes right back with the right leg. He did a really good job of putting his hands and his kicks together, Phil. And then on the inside, the elbow and the knees. There's another knee. Doubling up on the knee there. And I don't think it's so much that Wheeler was totally hurt and stunned he was hurt, but he wasn't stunned, but it was the cut and the blood that really convinced the doctor that the fight was over.
Well, there's no doubt he'll be late for the dance tonight. His next stop will be an urgent care center somewhere to have that forehead stitched up. The good news is he appears to be all right, Link. And when it's all said and done, that is the most important thing anytime anyone is knocked out.
Absolutely. He'll come back to fight another day. And believe me, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing this fight rematched and give Red, or as known, Gary Wheeler, the opportunity to come back and redeem himself. He's that kind of guy. He's that kind of fighter.
And Joe Schilling, what talent. This was only his second pro fight after distinguishing himself in the amateur ranks with a record of 23-1. Blinky, he definitely has all the tools. He's big, he's quick, he's rangy, and boy, can he use his feet, his knees, his elbows, and his fists. What else do you need?
Well, he's definitely strong in the super middleweight division. We know there's that front kick. He's got an array of talent.
Well, I like what I've seen from this young man. Joe Schilling tipped the scales tonight at 165 pounds. He had about a 6-7-inch height advantage. It was a tremendous finish, and right now let's go to the center of the ring, and let's hear from Chris Gregory. Chris?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vichai Supkipal stops the fight on advice from the doctor. 53 seconds of round 3. Winner by knockout in the blue corner, Joe Schilling!